Today's true story from the Bible comes from Matthew chapter 26. After Jesus had the Passover meal with his disciples, he took them to a garden called Gethsemane. He told the disciples to sit in a certain spot while he went to pray. Jesus told Peter, James, and John that he was very troubled. He said, "My soul is extremely sad, even to the point of dying. Please stay here and keep watch with me." Then Jesus went a little further into the garden, fell on his face, and prayed. He said, "My Father, if it is possible, let this cup of suffering be taken away from me. But don't do what I want. Do what you want." Then Jesus walked back to his disciples, and he found them asleep. "Couldn't you men keep watch with me for 1 hour?" Jesus asked. "Watch and pray, so that you will not fall into temptation. For the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." Then Jesus left them a second time and prayed. But when he came back, he found the disciples were asleep again. Jesus left and prayed a third time. When he came back, he woke up the disciples and said, "Rise and let's go. My betrayer is coming." At that moment, Judas arrived with a crowd of men armed with swords and clubs. They had been sent by the leading priests and elders of the people. The traitor, Judas, had given them a pre-arranged signal. "You will know which one to arrest when I greet him with a kiss." Judas came straight up to Jesus and said, "Greetings, Rabbi." Jesus said, "My friend, go ahead and do what you have come for." When Judas gave the signal, the angry men came after Jesus. One of Jesus' disciples tried to fight them off with his sword, but Jesus commanded him to stop and said, "Don't you realize that I could ask my Father for thousands of angels to protect us, and he would send them instantly? But if I did, how would the scriptures be fulfilled that it must happen in this way?" Then Jesus was arrested and taken to trial. Jesus said yes to God's will, knowing he would have to go through terrible things. He chose to suffer, and he had done nothing wrong. Because he loves us so much, Jesus chose to be the sacrifice for our sin.